This episode of The Awesome Hour is brought to you by Concept Beard Co. Put it in your beard. Beard oils and bombs, handcrafted for the discerning gentleman. Go to conceptbeard.com and use awesome at checkout and save yourself 10%.
Hey, on today's show, we're joined by Joe McKee of High Horse Coffee. We're going to talk all things caffeinated in the Edmonton area. Hey, Ivan, hit the drop.
Welcome to The Awesome Hour.
I am the smartest man alive!
This is the source for all the things you didn't or even want to know, including all our bad life choices and mistakes, so you can stay awesome.
The Awesome Hour.
Hey, I'm Alec,
Jean-Paul Ivan.
and today we're joined by
Joe from High Horse.
Joe. How the hell's it going?
It's good.
Would you like to take that sip of water
Oh,
that
yeah,
you were
it's-
going to take just before I went for the intro? It usually happens that way.
Perfect.
I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, and we're going to get into this. How's it going, man?
It's really good. Very
Thanks for coming on the show.
good. Well, thanks for having me.
So you're local proprietor of an amazing coffee company.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah.
Super hyped.
Yeah.
How was your weekend, buddy? That's what I want to know first. It's Monday.
It was really good.
It's Edmonton. What'd you get up to?
What did I do this weekend? It's a bit of a blur. Some
That-
family stuff.
That's a good thing then.
Yeah. No, it was nice. It was good.
was
There
chill?
A few parties and things
Yeah?
like that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Which is rare for me in life.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to
No.
party. You got to let loose. Got to
That's
shake the willies out because that's where I went with that.
That's right.
Ivan,
Well,
what-
willies are a serious problem.
they are
You gotta
willies.
shake those out.
Epidemic. They're
That's
not
right.
vaccinated for those, I hear.
No,
So-
they're not.
No.
People don't take it seriously enough. There should be some sort of campaign.
Right? There we go. You're not hearing enough about the willies. Measles, I'm over it. Let's vaccinate for willies now. Ivan, how the hell's it going?
I'm good, man.
How was your weekend, buddy?
It was good, quiet.
Did you go to the car show?
I did.
They have the
Did-
new Bronco there?
No,
No?
they had a new Blazer there, though.
How'd that look?
It was nice. I mean, it got in. It was nice.
I feel like it's supposed to have an old school Blazer look.
Not even close.
Not
It
even
looks
close,
like
eh?
a new SUV type thing. And
Did they ring you at the door to get in though? They always it's so expensive to get into shows.
No, it was only $15 this year.
That's expensive to look at cars. You
Not
could have gone to a
really.
dealership and pretended like you wanted to buy something.
But all the dealerships are there.
Ah,
Yeah, all the dealerships, and then they had the old car thing in the basement. I went and checked out.
sweet,
Yeah.
cool. I saw
Yeah.
Shazam. It was good.
Oh, nice.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shazam. Superhero movies. It was good,
I just saw Into the Spider-Verse.
dude. So good, right?
That was good.
That was hands
very
down
good.
my favorite movie of
Yeah,
last
very
year.
cool.
Do you have kids?
I do. I have
You
two
do?
kids.
You have
yeah.
two kids. Okay.
Two
Awesome.
kids. Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that. Besides Joe, let's
Why
get
are you watching Into the Spider-Verse? Is that kind of what you were going for?
No, I'm not judging. You can watch whatever the hell you want to watch. It's just the best movie of last year. I loved it. How'd the kids like it?
He liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I have one that's 7 and one that's 1.
Yeah, the 1-year-old could not care less.
No, he was the guy who loved it.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding. No, he was in
just
bed.
like into
He was
it.
in bed.
That's awesome. No, that movie was done so well. It is such
It's
a
very
comic
cool.
book movie, and like visually, it's amazing.
Yeah, I did not expect it.
I bought that movie.
Really?
I bought it digitally.
As he should, I think.
Right?
It was worth it.
So, Joe,
Mm-hmm.
you're a co-owner of a wicked awesome coffee company.
That's true.
But let's get to know the man, Joe. Who's the guy before the bean? Who's
Before
the
the bean.
Joe before the cup? What came first, the cup or the Joe?
It's hard. That's an
Gotta-
age-old question.
Gonna make a lot of Joe puns tonight.
As he should.
So?
And I guess it was the Joe, obviously.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't lie on that one. It likes to be mystical. Yeah, I don't know. What was the question? I got mixed up on the Joe.
Who are you? Who's Joe?
Who's Joe?
Who's Joe?
Just a regular guy.
You're just a regular Joe.
Regular guy. Regular Joe.
Oh my
Didn't
gosh.
mean to do that.
You didn't, but
Well,
you
we
said
didn't, but that was awesome.
Low-hanging fruit. I'll grab it. So before the coffee company, who, from what I understand, just took off late 2018, really making its mark 2019, correct?
That's true. Yeah, we're only actually like 3 weeks old.
Yeah, like you guys.
Oh, shit,
just
really?
Opened the doors. Yeah.
The
Nice.
site just
nice.
went live recently. You can't
That's
keep
right.
coffee on the shelves. That's great.
true. That's a good problem to have.
So what's your history before coffee?
Before coffee, I did start as a barista.
Okay.
Back
Shit.
before that was
Where
cool.
at?
Yeah.
It was in Nate. At,
Oh, really?
Yeah, the
The
second
main
camp.
campus?
Yep, that's
Cool.
right. Yep, right in kind of a hallway.
Yeah.
Hallway barista.
Nice.
Nobody thought that was cool back then. You're just like, what are you? You should get a real job.
I pour coffee. That's
I
what I
pour
do.
coffee. There's no latte art. It was just
No.
whipped cream. No. Boom.
You're getting it. So you did that.
I did do that. Yeah.
So and then from there you transitioned to.
Oh, I've had
You've been around the block.
I've had a few jobs. Yeah,
Anything
sure.
that stands out?
Oh, As fun?
Anything that led to the path of the caffeination?
Oh, I don't know. I've always loved coffee, and I think the barista one was probably directly related to
Yeah.
that. You know, I've had a series of Joe jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, but nothing in the coffee world until the last few years when we started developing this and getting into this.
So what made you want to make the jump to roasting?
I think I just always had loved it and had wanted to start up my own roaster.
Okay.
And had been just sort of digging into that spare time.
So what's the process behind getting into, let's talk company now. What's the process that is making a coffee company, roasting in the city, getting your beans? Your website says you source from small farms all over the world.
That's true.
How does that go about?
Well, that's really tricky. Yeah, that's hard. That's more where my partner can come in.
Okay.
And that's why I'm lucky I had met him, in that he was able to, because he has a bit of a family history in roasting. So he has a lot of these relationships already established.
Okay.
So we were able to bring in all these really good quality beans.
So
really
who's
good
your partner?
level.
Shout out to...
Well, his name is Carl.
Shout out to Carl.
Yeah.
Couldn't be here today.
Carl.
He's out there.
That's
He's out there.
Carl.
He's out there rubbing elbows, kissing babies and stuff.
That's true. That's true. He's more of an awesome half-hour guy.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's right.
I like what you did there. You're fitting right in. So you sit down and you decide, we want to do this. I want to do this. Carl's like, yeah, I got some hookups. We can make this happen.
Yeah, that's true.
So where do you go from there? Where do you decide you got to buy a storefront? Because I've noticed in Edmonton, it's almost like coffee's booming right now.
It is, yeah.
There's roasters popping up everywhere.
right.
There's storefronts roasting their own.
That's
There's
right.
just roasters. So what makes you think, you know what, I want a piece of this I want a cup of this Joe.
Get into this action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you set up shop? How do you buy your own machine? Like, we sat down and we talked a little bit with Ply from Rogue Wave.
Right.
And I looked into their backstory. They're like Frankenstein, their roaster. So
Right.
So what's the story behind that?
We're not that well, ours is just a typical roaster.
Yeah.
But we didn't build it.
No.
I wish we had. That sounds cool. That'd be a
It's
fun
okay.
backstory.
Yeah.
I found a few old mufflers.
Yeah.
You know, just cooking up coffee in there.
Have you seen Iron
Heat
Man 1?
resistant, Yeah.
You know when Tony Stark made that armor? That's basically the roaster we're roasting out of.
Very similar process, anyways.
Okay.
But I had always had, like, we were working on these recipes forever.
Yeah.
And I had kind of an idea of what I wanted. I find, like, I love coffee.
Yeah.
And small batch coffee, but it's a little boring unless you're really into it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. Yeah, every person doesn't. You know,
No.
they don't totally care.
Different flavors for
These
everybody.
yeah, that's exactly right. So
Yeah.
I wanted something that was just a little more relatable, a little more fun.
Yeah.
And so that's mainly where a lot of the hard work came in.
Is coming and being like, how are we gonna make our coffee stand out besides out of the vast sea of coffee out
That's
there?
right. Yeah, because I mean, I think it's when you're buying from a local roaster, like
Yeah.
everything, it's a kind of a given that everything's got to taste amazing. Like
Yeah.
everything, it's got to be good quality. It's got to be handcrafted. That's kind of a given.
Yeah.
Let's have something better, something
Yeah.
more fun, something that's it's identifiable to everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
And I will say I've yet to have a cup. That's
Yeah.
something I'm saying
Bad
now.
form, guys.
But I'm gonna be honest. Your marketing and your branding so far and your art is what really sold me. You guys, you're out there. You're on the grams, on the social medias. You're putting in the footwork. Where did you come up with the art idea for High Horse, and where did the name High Horse come from?
Well, I've had a High Horse. I keep, for some reason, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I keep a list of band names I might possibly get into.
Oh, little musician, little slap of the bass.
That's
there.
right. I never used them, but High Horse was on there originally. So I don't know where I originally came up with that, but for a long time, we were two. There was either we were going to be the Black Canoe
Yeah.
or High Horse Coffee.
That'd be a great name for a band, though. High Horse.
Yeah.
That would be great. Yeah.
Black Canoe's pretty badass too.
I thought the Black Canoe was pretty
Black
good
Canoe
too.
would be a great punk band.
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. Totally.
So it was between the two, but High Horse sort of developed a lot quicker and a lot better with.
It rolls a lot better though too. High Horse.
It does. There's a little more
Yeah,
fun
it
involved.
has that feel to it. Like, it just has a nice feel to it.
Yeah, that's where we were.
Yeah.
See, you could jump right in.
Yeah.
So you come up with High Horse, you
Yeah.
steal that band name, you're like, I'm not going to use it in
That's
the
right.
band.
I'm
I'm
not
going to
gonna be
make
in
it
the band."
into an amazing coffee company.
That's right.
Where does the art come from? Because you have seven different flavors of coffees,
That's right.
and each one has a distinctive name and a distinctive piece of art attached to it. So how
Yeah.
did you come across? Did you come up with that? Did you hire that out? Like, did you have, this is what I want to do? Because it
Right.
does have like a band feel to it. Like
That's right.
each bag of coffee feels like it could be an album artwork.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying there?
That was my exact description. Yeah.
Dude, I love it. Yeah. So what's the story behind that?
Well, I had kind of the idea, and I had drawn up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I wasn't. I sourced out. I found this girl who then we now work with like all the time.
Yeah.
And she was just like a genius at all this stuff.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't quite put it together in a way that was cohesive and really, really fantastic
Yeah.
like that. And so me and her worked for like most of that year, just building this artwork. And then we were playing with the names.
Yeah.
And trying to get the names right.
Yeah.
And what we wanted them to be, and then something to match those names.
Right.
So she was like perfect. Like when we found her, that was like the perfect fit for us.
So it's kind of sounding like everything's fallen into place quite nicely for you.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a great ride.
So
For
what
sure.
if you so far you've been open, the doors have been open 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You found your footing. You found kind of what you want to do.
Yeah.
People are buying into it. What have been some hiccups along the way? Some learning curves as you've been building what is going to become the High Horse Empire?
You know what? I gotta say, it's been pretty smooth, to be
Really?
honest with you.
That's good.
It hasn't been it's the length of time was always a hiccup. Like I was always sort of,
Let's do this.
yeah, I thought it'd be a lot sooner. You want
Yeah.
to harness that excitement, but the length of time was the big one.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know. Just getting it out there, getting the name out there. Like you say, there's a lot of roasters around now. It's a big deal.
Yeah. So okay. So when we say a lot of roasters, like you're seeing coffee shops popping up, like the Grizzlar.
Yeah.
And they have their thing where they're very political, very like
Yeah.
punk rock. They have a distro.
Right.
They roast in the back.
Yeah.
They do a bunch of stuff there. But then you have like your artsy fartsy, like your roasties that sell out of farmers markets and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now you're selling solely out of the website, correct?
Right. Yeah,
and
it's
you'll
online.
deliver to the door, which is pretty
To your
rad
door.
too.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays, I hear.
Every Wednesday, you
That's
deliver it, it'll show up.
That's amazing. So where do you want to bring this? How do you? It's so new, your baby. How do you want to get it out there?
Yeah, well, we've been talking with a lot of cafes
Yeah.
recently, and
And how does that work? Do you go in with like a box of coffee and you're like, "Hey, I want to speak to the man in charge," and you lay some beans down and
That's
they know
kinda-
what's up. They
that's
just-
usually it.
you
My shirt is usually wide open.
Yeah, you just peacock in
That's
there.
right.
You're like, well, I'm here to
Strut
talk
in.
fucking coffee. Like, who would I talk to?
That's
So,
right.
yeah, exactly.
Snakeskin pants.
Oh yes, you gotta
Is a
have the
must.
snake stand. But anyway, so how do
Those
you?
two.
So how do you? Is it a lot of door knocking? Is it a lot of going to? Is it emails? Like, how do you get out there?
You know what? With Instagram and stuff, that really opens the doors.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's been cool. Everybody seems to know us and more than welcome to talk to us. So it's not really that hard.
No.
It's been pretty good, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because you get to be sort of a part of these people's experience and their businesses, and you sort of work together to make something better.
Okay.
Which is fun. And that's I don't know, that was never, I didn't, that's not something I knew about. It's just been a nice added bonus.
Yeah, it sounds more collaborative than anything. Like,
Oh,
like
sure,
it's been
sure.
so there hasn't been hiccups. So what's some fun adventures you've been on trying to get out there and put your name out there?
I'm trying to think if there's something. I don't know. It's just been probably meeting the people.
Yeah.
And sort of, everybody's got a unique situation and problem. And,
Yeah.
And we just, it's really tricky for us because we want to find places that really sort of fit with us. We're a little
Yeah.
more rock and roll, a little more.
Yeah, you have
The
that,
vibe.
like, the website's amazing. Each
Oh, thank you.
description of the coffee is amazing.
Oh,
I
thanks.
wanted to write them down. We can read them. I got all the names here, and the names are super fun. We'll talk about those.
Sure.
But you're going out and you're finding specific bars, specific cafes. Because you're not, like, from what I saw on Instagram, I think you went, Mateo. He's out of, I can't remember the bar right now. You know.
Sugar Bowl, yeah.
The Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went the Sugar Bowl. That's somewhere I could definitely see High Horse Coffee.
That's true, yeah.
So what are some of the other places you want to be?
I talked a lot to Have Mercy
Yeah.
and El Cortez, and there's the places that don't, they're like when you start getting into sort of a
Yeah.
little more that like they don't serve a ton of coffee, so
No.
they're kind of like,
I've actually stepped back from drinking a lot. So when
Yeah.
I do go out with the homies, I'm the guy that orders the coffee, and
Oh, is
like
that
the
right?
people behind the counter are like, yeah, we have coffee, but like we're gonna have to brew that motherfucker. So I hope you're not in a hurry. So I'm that guy now.
Yeah,
so
right?
I get.
I'm
I
trying
get
to change
what-
that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
High quality. They
Some
should have it on tap.
all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
nitro coffee. Have you dipped into the
I've
nitro?
heard of it. I
coffees?
haven't had it myself, but I
Okay,
have
so
heard of it.
I don't want to say this, but Starbucks at Kingsway has it.
Okay.
It's Starbucks, meh. But you go try it. It's pretty cool. I was in Lacombe last year on a skate trip with my homies, and we stopped at Blind Man Brewing.
Oh yeah,
They
nice.
stopped for beer. I don't really drink.
Right.
They had nitro coffee on.
Oh nice.
So are these some things that you want to like
Oh
maybe?
yeah, no, for sure. Like we want to like start experimenting
Yeah.
and changing things. At first, we have to get our main line and,
Yeah.
and sort of get established, but
So do you guys have a storefront right now, or
not at the moment.
No?
No, that's coming.
That's
That's in
coming?
the pipes, but it's right at the moment. It's just online. We're starting to kind of get out there.
Yeah.
And we've been really focused lately on some big stuff coming up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
You teased me a little bit there, and I'm excited. I want to talk about that some more too.
Sure.
Okay, so now that we've got to know Joe and we've got to know High Horse a little bit and the smooth grind that is the path, let's talk about the coffee itself.
Okay.
So I've written down that you got 7 mains,
7. Yeah.
7, which is pretty incredible considering the doors opened 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right.
And each one of these sounds amazing. So we'll start with Edmonton.
Edmonton, yes.
So I want to bring up the coffee. I'll
Okay.
describe the coffee, and then I want to know why Edmonton, why the name for that coffee.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
So we got Edmonton. It's a medium roast Colombian.
Yep.
It's got hints of caramel, chocolate, and nuts.
Right.
And this was something in the description I didn't fully understand that I want to ask you because
Okay, good.
I have a French press.
Right.
And then I have a Cuisinart. I grind my beans, I pour it in. That's about. I'm not a
sounds nice.
pour over guy. I'm not
Right.
there yet.
Right.
But but at the end it said filter. So what is that? When you have filter at the end of it, what are you saying? It obviously needs to be filtered, or is that like a certain way this coffee should be drank? Then you have elevation.
Yes.
And what's with the elevation?
So that's when you're getting into the details. People like to
Okay.
know that. They
Okay.
can feel that out.
So is elevation just like that's just the now we're getting into the fancy coffee drinking?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. So a medium roast Colombian, Edmonton. Why Edmonton?
Well, I love this coffee.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted just to name it after my hometown.
Yeah.
And I just like the idea. Like actually, Edmonton is kind of a roughly where everything started.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of that coffee and that name. And so we worked pretty hard to get that roast just to where it is.
Okay.
And how it tastes. 'cause
So that was the key roast.
That was one of the early roasts. Yeah, that was.
If you're
and one
bringing
of the
me out
first names.
a taster, a crafter, a cafter, what are those things? Or where you go to the bar and they give you the beer with all the paddle
samples. They should call it a crafter. I like
Something,
that.
I feel like it's something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
There's
right.
a name for something. They tell you like
Beer
how to
paddle?
drink it. Yeah,
Yeah.
beer paddle. Anyways, we'll have a coffee paddle. So you start with the Edmonton. That's
right.
where you really honed it.
Yeah, because I've always been a medium roast guy.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I wanted just an incredible medium roast.
Yeah.
So that and the Black Canoe are medium roasts.
Okay.
And I wasn't sure where they would land, but just the taste of Edmonton, I just enjoy
Okay.
incredibly.
I dig it. So
yeah.
you mentioned Black Canoe.
Yeah.
Fellow medium roast of the group, but not a Colombian.
No.
It's an organic South American.
Yes.
So how do you like that's because I did notice you have no Ethiopian on here though.
There is an Ethiopian. It's not listed in the notes, but it's the handsome Albertan.
The handsome. Oh, okay,
It's-
we'll get there. Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. Well, put that in the notes, man. You're
Yeah.
doing the podcast circuit.
It's not bad. Yeah,
It's
I'll
okay.
call somebody
You
now.
make it happen. So the Black Canoe, it's an organic South American.
Mm-hmm.
It's got vanilla, chocolate, and caramel. So when it's got these other flavor palettes, how are you adding that in the roasting situation? Like, is that just something you're like, we should try this, or is that like that's what you're picking up after the roast?
That's just kind of, well, for me, that's just what we're picking up after the roast.
Okay.
I've had a few people, and it's funny. They're like, "Do you have any coffee that's not flavored?" And you're like, "Well, it's actually not flavored. That's just
These are what we're picking up. These
Yeah.
are our palates are picking up.
That's right. That's
yeah.
right. So
it's not like It's not like French vanilla.
Yeah.
Not like you're going to the bulk bar and grabbing a plastic bag of that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
though we should. That sounds like a fun roast.
So Black Canoe, though, that was the name of a punk band you wanted to start.
That's right. Well, yeah, exactly.
So you're sipping these coffees. You're going down. You're like, this is Edmonton. This one is Edmonton. And this one's Black Canoe. Are you picking up on, you just want to use these names, or that you're like, I have these names and I will give them proper homes?
Yeah, it was more that. It
Yeah.
was more, I think it was all kind of in the air where we
Yeah.
had a bunch of names and
Yeah.
we were just sort of sampling roasts and trying to find what we liked the most.
How fun was that period? The period
was fun.
where you're initially roasting and you're coming up with what's gonna be the starting lineup of
Yeah.
High Horse.
Yeah.
Like, that must have been a blast.
That was a really good time. I mean, you have a lot going on
Yeah.
and a lot in your head at the time, but it was really, really fun to just sort of, because you're just kind of being blown away constantly.
So each how are you breaking that up? So you got Edmonton, and then the next day you're trying another one. Like, how are you breaking up the flavor palette that is coffee? Because coffee is coffee, and in the same sense, it tastes differently, but if you drink enough of it, it kind of blends together.
That's true, yeah.
So how are you breaking up the tasting palette?
Yeah, we would get together and just start roasting
Yeah.
and putting little things together and just trying it out. But we would do kind of a big batch
Yeah.
of different things and try to figure out which one fit where and what we'd like. I kind of came back later and assigned names
Yeah.
based off of what I thought.
That's dope. I dig
But,
it. Yeah.
but we kind of were like, oh, you know what, this line was really good. This guy
Okay.
can go out. Maybe we'll bring something else in. And
So you did have that process through the starting 7 where you're like, no, I don't think this one's where it needs to be yet. We're gonna develop this one type thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice,
Yeah,
okay.
just tweak it and have
What's
fun.
playing in the background of the warehouse while you guys are tasting coffee and roasting up? What are you listening to? What tunes are pumping?
Slayer.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you and Carl
getting hard.
fighting over the radio dial, or is there like a combined, like, you know what?
Yeah.
Today we're doing this. I think we're gonna listen to a little Tragically Hip.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
maybe.
little bit of that going on.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's
who
gonna
knows?
transition into the Dark Canuck.
Oh, I like what you did there.
I
You
try.
Like you do this for a living or something.
Not really. This is
don't get
all
paid.
made up on the spot. Yeah.
People should donate.
We've had some friends,
Oh,
but
that's
the
good.
Dark Canuck leading the stamp into the dark. It's a
Yes.
dark South American. It's smooth. It's got some cocoa, some caramel, and some smoke.
Some smoke.
This one's also
That's
got
right.
a little espresso to it,
Yeah.
or it is an espresso.
You can grind it to an espresso. And
So-
it does taste great.
Okay.
It's a good espresso as well.
So why the Dark Canuck and the tribute to Gord? Because if you look at the artwork attached to Dark Canuck,
Right.
I immediately think Gord.
That's true.
So
That's true.
So is this just something that just like, you know what? Fuck it. This is the Dark Canuck. This will lead the charge.
Yeah. Because I was, in most of my life, I had dark coffee, but I was never a fan.
Yeah.
Like it's not something I like. But this was the first one where I, like it.
It
Just, like,
resonated with you.
Oh yeah, it had
You
like
en-
a pow.
you
and then
enjoyed it.
Just, out
I
it
dig
went.
it. It was
Yeah,
very
so-
Gord.
It was
It
so
came
good.
out in tights, punched you in the face, and then made you feel something.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I appreciate
That's
the
exactly
fuck
right.
out of that. So, fellow Dark, you got 40 Below.
That's right.
And what's the story behind 40 Below? It's a Colombian, it's bold, it's got dark chocolate, cinnamon, and smoke. I'm noticing that the darks have smoke to them.
They do, yeah.
Is
they
that
do.
something that just comes up with a dark roast?
I feel like it does, yeah.
Like, I fuck around with dark roast every now and then, but
Yeah.
I'm somebody who likes my medium to light just
Yeah.
because I like the caffeine punch.
Right.
Because
right.
darks, genuinely, you're roasting off a lot more of the caffeine. They're not as strong, from what I understand on the internet,
That's what I understood too.
right?
Could be totally wrong. I'm going off of Starbucks because I like their freaking blonde.
I'm going off of what the internet told me.
So
I do like the blonde too.
It's not bad, right?
No,
it's not
not.
bad.
No,
I
sure.
fuck with the Pike Place too.
It gives
And
me a
I-
headache. I don't.
The Pike?
I can't do the pike.
You ever fuck with their winter blend at Costco?
No.
You get the big bag for
Oh
affordability.
no,
Oh yeah.
no, for affordability. Were you about to say?
I was. I'm also the guy that if you get a bag from Costco and it doesn't have your stars, it's because I've peeled the sticker off and I've taken
number,
it.
yeah.
I've taken it. So 40 Below. If you're pitting Dark Canuck against 40 Below, what dark is taking it?
Oh, that's a hard question. I think it's just personal.
Yeah.
To be honest, for me, I think it's the Dark Canuck.
Yeah.
Myself, but it's really good too. It's got the same sort of feel. We try to get it. A lot of times with a dark, you can get a real bitter sort of gross
Gritty,
aftertaste
yeah.
that you just don't love, and we did everything just to get rid of that.
Okay.
And it's just giving you all the parts you love. And then,
Dude, I wish I was a fly in the warehouse wall while you guys are coming up with these.
No shit,
Because
right?
it's
we'll
really
invite you for the next mix.
that sounds awesome. You're a pretty handsome guy, Joe.
Oh, I appreciate.
Leading into the lights, the handsome Alberta. Take a sip of that, and we're gonna talk about the handsome.
Like
the
I never drank water before.
Handsome. I can't talk, so you can't. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, Joe. It's a light. It's an African South American blend, from what I read. Does that make sense?
That does make some sense.
A little bit. So when you're blending stuff, so they're beans from different regions. So you're like, fuck it, let's see how this works. Or I know Carl's more the roasting guy.
He is. Yeah.
But do you have any idea on how that works? Or it's just
No, exactly. You can dial it in a little bit better and in different ways.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times, things are going to come in at go out of season.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to sort of be able to play with that a little bit
Fair enough.
and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay.
So that one's a nice one. It's on the lighter side.
It's sweet, it's floral, and
There
it
you
has
go.
a hint of berry, and it can also be ground up as an espresso.
It can be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I
Very
like
well.
it.
A fun one. A fun espresso.
Yeah.
That one I remember specifically because we just roasted it.
Yeah.
And it's like when you just first roast things, like they smooth out a little bit as
Yeah.
time goes on. And that one, like I took a drink and was like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on in here. Like there's so many things happening inside, and you're like, oh my God.
You were
this
like
is-
Ratatouille at that point,
That's
and there
right.
was just a symphony of this and a symphony of that. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it was like, man, this is maybe too intense for me.
Oh, really?
But then I gave it like a day and was drinking that, and it was just so impressive. It was so good. And that
Okay.
one rose up the ranks to one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It became
so
my afternoon coffee of choice.
this okay. I want to talk about that. So that was a good transition. So
Okay,
from
good.
so from the handsome Albertan,
That's
we're
right.
we're going to the
All of us.
true fan,
True fan.
which is a decaffeinated coffee.
That's right.
So, from what I was understanding,
Mm-hmm.
why make a decaffeinated coffee? Defeats the purpose, if anything. But also, you get a hint of milk, chocolate, fruit, and citrus.
Yeah.
So, when you decaffeinate coffee,
Yeah.
you don't fully take the caffeine out. It's not just like I'm taking this out, I'm removing that, and now you're just getting coffee flavor. There's still caffeine in there. It's just a very significantly lower dosage. So why make a decaffeinated coffee right out of the gate? Why are you pandering to a group of people who shouldn't be drinking coffee? I'm just wondering.
These poor people.
I'm just kidding.
It's nice to have a well-rounded menu.
It's a good on the top. The starting seven it's a well-rounded roster. Are you a fan of the decaf coffee? Like, is that your before bed coffee then?
That's
As I
right.
smack the table with authority.
No, it's it was good. I like it, but it's it's just a choice for everyone. We like to have a nice selection of everything, and
You're inclusive. Inclusive means you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exclusive?
we're not.
No, exclusive is not.
You
not
welcome
excluding. We welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody come.
High Horse Coffee. Everyone hop on this horse because we're gonna drink it.
And we did our best to make. I think a lot of decaf drinkers get a bad
bad
They're
rap.
walking around and people are making fun of them.
Yeah.
So
You don't openly come out and say I'm a decaf coffee
Yeah.
drinker.
That's
yeah.
right. That's
That's
right.
racist.
So that's very.
I don't think so, but if I'm trying to run for Premier of Alberta, I'm definitely not putting that on my platform.
That's definitely not.
to keep politics
Just
out
saying.
of this. Last but not least,
Okay.
we're talking the Great Black North.
That's
Little
right.
black metal.
That's right.
Little espresso, little dark South African espresso. It's smooth. It's full-bodied. It's got dark chocolate, and I can't read my writing. So this is straight up just an espresso. This is your grind it, itty bitty cup, pinky out,
Sure.
boom,
Sure.
you're
Well,
done,
you
you're
could,
ready to go.
You could grind it and roast and just do a regular
Yeah.
French press in your case.
You could do a French press. You
still-
could do an
yeah,
Americano.
Yeah, it tastes delicious.
I know somebody who takes his espresso and pours it in his orange juice.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Where have I heard that before?
Instagram.
Oh, is
I
that
don't
right?
know. Probably. It's where I hang out. It's my internet of
Like
choice.
Joe Rogan or something.
That brings me to
healthy
the
guy.
next thing. So now that
Okay.
we've met the roster, the starting 7 of the High Horse,
Sure.
how are you drinking these? You get creative with these yet? Have you done weird things? Have you made lattes, or have you put a dark, what was it, the Great Black North, and a shot of in your wife's chai tea and made a dirty chai for her, spice it up. She's not going to bed. You guys are watching all of Netflix
that's
tonight.
right. That's right.
So, like, have you done anything? Like, is there anything, like, have you experimented with these yet? Or are these just
Some
black
mad
with a
scientist
splash
stuff.
of milk? Or have you taken them to different coffee shops and been like, this is our roster, this is what we're doing, you want to fuck with these, you want to play around, you want to have some fun? Has anyone come to you and been like, hey, we did this with your coffee?
Yeah. No, we encourage that.
Yeah.
That's great.
I know you guys are still brand new. I was just wondering if that had happened yet.
No, we play with them in all sorts of realms just to
Okay.
see what they're like and have fun and experiment with them.
How does
I haven't
Joe
done the
drink
chai.
his
I
coffee?
should do it.
Oh, dude, dirty chai. Okay, so
right.
back to the Starbucks. You'd think we're talking Starbucks, not High Horse Coffee. But when they had the Oprah chai, I solely got into chai tea just so I could order a dirty Oprah because I thought it was hilarious to order.
Great.
And then they got rid of the Oprah chai, and now I just got to order a dirty chai.
You can still try.
You could
Dirty
try
Oprah.
that. You could try
got
it.
dirty
They're not
Oprah
gonna-
in
you
there?
you get a weird look now. It's like everyone's doing stuff.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So how does Joe drink his coffee? How's the go-to for Joe?
That's right.
Do you take it just black, splash of milk? Are you you drip in it? You French press in it? You toss a mo in it? I don't even know. How does Joe take his coffee? How does Joe take his morning Joe?
That's right. That's perfect. Just black normally. I do have a large collection of different devices that sort of clutter up all our cabinets, and my wife
nothing
is
wrong
like,
with
please
that.
get rid of this stuff. So, but lately I've been just doing like the Chemex pour overs.
Nice.
Which is good.
I dig it.
And grind.
Yeah.
So
and you're
grinding quietly while my family's asleep.
Yeah, my grinder is hella loud.
That's
like
right.
It is. My son sleeps with a sound machine, so I'm fine. Anyways.
You're okay that way?
It's drowned out.
Well,
He
that's
just-
good.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. So okay, now I'm gonna test your coffee knowledge, and I just
Let's
want
go.
to talk some coffee stuff.
Okay.
What the hell happened to Tim Hortons coffee, in your opinion? Because we all grew up drinking it. We all grew up loving it.
That's right.
And as
And
someone
now
who
it's shit.
and as someone who fucks with coffee professionally, what the fuck did they do to their coffee?
I don't know. That tastes more like chemicals to me than
Right?
than
It's brutal,
coffee.
right?
Yeah, it is.
It's
rough.
brutal.
It's
And
rough.
I think the lid has something to do with it though too. Like it gets this weird flavor on your lip,
Yeah.
and it goes into the coffee, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Was it good? Was it good at one
A
point? or is that-
long,
is that
long
just us?
time
Is
ago,
that right?
it was okay.
Maybe it was our national pride that made us think it was
Yeah,
good, and
maybe
we all
that's
just
it.
snapped out of
then
it. But
what was it then? They're like, oh, McDonald's bought it, and then all of a sudden McDonald's coffee is really good out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's
that brings
right.
me to
Right.
my next question.
That's
If
right.
you're gonna fuck with big box coffee,
Right.
you didn't have time to French press a nice handsome Albertan at home.
Oh,
what
where
are
am I
you-
going?
Where are you going? Are you stopping at a local coffee shop to support, or
Yeah,
you going to a big?
yeah.
Obviously,
If
you're
I'm
gonna do
around,
that.
yeah, for sure, for
but
sure.
if you got to fuck with a big box, where are you going?
I don't know. You know what? I get the odd gas station coffee. That's
Get
not,
the
shit.
fuck
not
out,
that
man.
bad. It's not that bad.
Have you ever put
It'll do
coffee
it.
in
It's
your
like
mouth?
living on the edge.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Does it ever hit
Last
your?
week it was brewed.
This is
Been on the
poured
hot
out like
plate ever
pudding.
since. Yeah, and nice and thick.
Yeah, a strong one.
I can respect that, but have you now that I'm not saying, so now that you're well versed in the coffee
That's right. You become an
world,
expert.
have you had a? I'm not saying you're an expert, but your
I'm
palate.
saying it. I'm
you-
just-
Fair enough.
Well, I didn't want to go there.
expert right here.
I didn't want to go there.
I'm gonna find him. He knows more than me about coffee.
You're gonna fight somebody over coffee. It's like, hey, you want to fight about it?
Well, no. What if he's like, I'm an expert? I'm like, actually, I'm an expert, and we fought.
It'd be tough.
That's exactly how that would go down.
It would be
Anyways,
rough.
have you ever
It's
spit
happened
coffee
before.
out? Have you ever been like, "Pfft, I can't drink this swill.
That's right.
This bean water. Fuck this establishment. No, not yet.
No, a couple times I do it just for fun.
Just to like, and then you
Sales
just like,
calls and you're-
you just rip open
terrible.
a bag of.
Do you know
of
who
some
I am?
Black canoe and just on the ground. You're like,
That's
pick
right.
those beans up.
That's how it should go.
That's what you
And that is how it does go.
If you ever need a
called-
muscle, just let me know.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, please come along.
It's called bravado. We got
Snakeskin
it.
pants, though. That's a must.
How'd you know I had those? Anyways, so yeah, I did notice, we talked about this a bit. You didn't have any Ethiopian on the map, but you do. The handsome Albertan is an Ethiopian.
It's got it's part of the blend.
It's part of the blend. I like that.
That's where
Oh,
the fun is.
That's where the fun is.
That's right.
So Carl brings the stuff in. So how does that work? How does the bringing in the coffee work? You brought up in season, out of season. So are we gonna lose some of these blends of the original 7?
No, the way we've been able to work it so that we can sort of make it happen. Yeah.
Okay,
Keep
cool.
it consistent.
I dig it. And you got any more? 7 is an incredible roster out of the gate. But where do you want to go from there? Like, is there any, like, you're eyeing up some regions? You're like, we should see if we can get our toe in that region. Should, like...
Yeah, well, yeah, we could certainly start doing more, just start mixing and having some fun with some things.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it much at all yet, just since we're so new.
Brand new, yeah.
And
I can't believe your doors have only been open 3-4 weeks. Like, you guys, like, I feel like High Horse has been around my whole life. It's a family staple in my house.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, Brooks had a question. He's like, what's your 3 favorite blends?
My 3 favorite, definitely Edmonton.
Yeah.
And then the Handsome Albertan. And then, I've been hard into the Dark Canuck as well.
Really? When do you bring out the Dark Canuck? You just had a heated argument with your wife, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna brew some Dark Canuck." She knows she fucked up when she smells the Dark
She
Canuck.
can smell it coming. Yeah, that's right. And then I just drink it in front of her, just menacingly. She knows me. That doesn't work.
A monocle.
Yeah, that's. She's like, please go outside. I will.
I will take my Dark
I'll
Canuck
go
outside.
I'm not even gonna take a jacket.
I don't even need it. It's keeping me warm.
Yeah, that's right.
So I got a couple random coffee facts,
Okay.
and then we'll talk the future, which is quite literally just everything that's coming.
Sure.
Anyway, so
Sounds good.
some random coffee facts. They're not weird or anything, but maybe some things you
Try to
didn't
make
know.
them weird.
We could make anything weird.
No,
We could just,
you know what I mean? Things weird. I can make things weird.
we could just. It's an audio podcast, but we could just
Let's
stare at each
do
other
this.
for a
That's
couple
true.
minutes.
Just silence.
Exactly.
Staring.
Coffee beans technically seeds. Did you know that?
Technically a seed.
Yep. A coffee bean is technically a seed from a
this makes
coffee
sense.
berry. You can eat a coffee berry.
Would you get fucked up from a coffee berry?
You'd think this is the first day with the table.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just suck on a coffee berry.
Feel free to use these facts in future
I will.
things.
Yeah, I'm writing them down.
Brazil grows the most coffee in the world. Did you know
I
that?
know that.
If you had to come up with a cool name for a Brazilian roast, what are you coming up
I
with?
think you just said it. A Brazilian.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
just gonna say they got beautiful women in Brazil.
That's right.
But we're in Edmonton, and it's
Edmonton,
cold. You call it the
There you
There you go.
Brazilian.
There you go. Now you're thinking.
Feel free to
That's
take that and run with
I will. I'm writing that one
it.
down
I
too.
want to see the artwork for that.
Yeah.
It's just like
Cold bikini.
but it's an ice scraper.
There you go.
Anyways, there's only 2 states in the U.S. that produce coffee: Hawaii,
Right.
best known for the Kona blend, and California's starting to get into the coffee game apparently.
Makes sense.
Before they either float away. Espresso, Joe. Do you know what it means in Italian? You're on the spot.
That is on the spot. I feel like I do. I don't
I feel like
remember
Espresso.
though.
I feel like you.
I feel like I should know what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire it out. What is it?
You want to take a shot?
No.
No, you're not even gonna. You're not
No,
even gonna.
I don't
Okay.
Does it
I
mean fast?
It means pressed out.
Oh,
Espresso
yeah,
means
yeah.
pressed
Espresso.
out.
Yeah,
Yes, because
I got
they're
an espresso. That makes
pressing it out.
That's
right.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
No, I'm not
How's
gonna.
it go?
It's just,
There you go.
Just
So,
made it weird.
yeah.
Success.
You're welcome. Did you know you could overdose on coffee?
I do know that. I've been there.
You've been there.
Sucks.
I've been
You
there.
can legitimately. How many cups of coffee do you think you need to drink in a short period of time to OD on coffee?
Like wake up in a hospital kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Goodness.
right.
How many cups? I got a number here. I got a number.
You have an actual number?
I got an
Is
actual
that like just
number.
an average number?
I don't know. It was on
'Cause I
like-
know, like,
it was
a
on
big-
Good Housekeeping coffee facts.
I know, like, if I drink like
housekeeping.
a couple of big cups of coffee, I get that gross feeling,
Sure.
that fucking jitters and
Yeah. You're dying?
I'm done. Yeah. And that's only like a couple of big
That's a
cups.
couple.
Yeah.
We'll just say your average cup of coffee. How many cups do you think you would need to go to the hospital because you drank too much coffee?
No, I don't know.
Joe, you want to throw it a number, Joe. Joe,
I feel like it's got to be higher, right?
But how high?
I don't
Maybe
know.
It's not as high as you think it
That's
is.
what I'm trying to think because like 20 seems like a lot of coffee.
Well,
20 cups? That's
I wouldn't.
lots. Holy
That seems
fuck.
like a lot, right?
That's a lot, yeah.
But you're ending up in a hospital. You know, it's
30
gotta be,
cups.
It's
I was
30.
gonna say 24
30
because
cups in a short period of time. I mean, if you spread it out throughout the day, you're probably not going to go to
probably
sleep.
okay.
But you're
Yeah.
not going to go to the hospital.
very
Ugh,
dehydrated.
I just got
Very
the willies thinking
dehydrated.
about that feeling.
The Willies, you're not vaccinated.
Yeah, come on. Let's raise awareness.
Last but not least, do you know where the word coffee comes from?
No, I feel like I should know that one too.
You should.
I
You
know,
need a
there's
business
lot of
card that
stuff
says
going on here.
Joe McKee, coffee extraordinaire. I know what espresso means, and I know where coffee comes from. Do you? And you just put that down and win some lunches, Joe.
That's very true.
Comes from the Arabic word for wine.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
Wine?
Turkish, loosely translated. Comes out to coffee is what the English called it. I'm not even going to try to say the Turkish word because I'll destroy it.
Is that right?
I didn't write it down either. But you know what? If you know the Turkish word, let me know in the comments below.
yeah, beautiful.
So Joe, What's next? Or what is the game plan? You said you had some news. You wanted to tease some things.
That's right. Yeah,
Let's
I saved it.
talk
I saved it for you guys.
High Horse Coffee and where
Right.
it's going.
Right.
Possible storefront.
To the moon.
You're
To the
It's
moon.
doable.
We could have somebody go up there.
put it in an air, like one of those weather balloons.
Elon Musk.
That's right.
Hit him up.
He's
That's
a mad
right.
scientist.
Oh,
right?
yes, he is.
Yeah.
Have you just sent bags of coffee like
To
peop-
Elon Musk?
That's
as well.
That's what I'm
Should.
getting at. Have
Yeah.
you
With
ever
a
just
T-shirt, I could see him rocking that shit. And be
Yeah.
like, this coffee's great.
Right?
Send it to the moon.
Send it to the moon. Let us realize our dream.
right? Or put it with that corpse that you shot up into the car, because that was a corpse, not a dummy. We all know
I
that's a
think that was
corpse.
like an ex-wife or something like that.
Somebody,
Ex-lover that knew too much.
somebody knew
I'm
too much.
telling you, Elon.
Really?
See you later. You're disappearing.
Here, hop in this, and then he like needled the person so they were awake.
Here's
but they
here's a
couldn't
free
move.
Tesla. Oh my God, you love me. Sure, dude.
Why is it a woman?
Because it's a lover that his wife
Yeah.
doesn't want to know about. So
And
he's
the-
hiding the evidence.
And the voice was good.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He does
that would've been-
very, very good.
Yeah.
Woman's voice.
I was glad it was a woman.
So where are we going? Where's
Could've been
the
dude.
horse taking us?
Where's the horse? Well, we're focusing mainly on. We just, luckily enough, and as I told you guys, we just got announced.
Yeah.
Big TV show coming.
Wait.
Yeah, do you have some sort of music here?
It's a drum roll. It's a drum roll.
No, I don't.
Nope, he doesn't.
drum.
No.
That was
She says
good
no.
enough.
Thanks, I
That was,
tried.
I liked it.
It's called improv.
Got
Good on,
crickets
Joe.
and wah wah wah. That's not gonna work.
No, big TV show coming to town.
Okay.
They're shooting it here at Union Hall.
Yeah.
It's called The Moment.
The Moment.
The Moment.
Sounds like a TV show that you would definitely like see on TV.
Sure.
It's
yeah.
up there with The Voice.
I think that's what they were going for.
What's
like
it
it.
about?
Well, it's local bands from Alberta.
Okay.
They come on. I think it's 2 per night. And
Okay.
they get one night. It's not a contest. They get one night to sort of showcase. There's in-depth interviews with them. They
Yeah.
play a concert, and they kind of get one night to show
Huh.
the
Kind
world
of
what
like
they've done.
what George, not George's house, but with not famous people. George Strabalob.
Oh,
That
that's
guy?
a tough one.
Yeah,
That's a hard one.
Strabalopolis.
Strabalopolis.
That's
Thank
close
you.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Gallicanafis. I can't even say that.
That's okay. I can't say normal, easy words. So you guys will be pouring the bean water for the crew
That's right.
and stuff.
We're the
or?
official coffee of
That's
Big
awesome.
Show.
So you're gonna be
That's
on the
dope,
stamp and
yeah.
stuff. So what does that mean for you then? Like, are you now down there doing that stuff?
So
Are
like,
you-
you're providing like the TV crew and stuff coffee too?
Everybody, yeah. yeah.
shit.
the
You're
end of
gonna-
at the end
what's
of the
it called?
credits, we're gonna see that beautiful
Yeah.
high horse
You're
logo.
gonna see it everywhere. It's
What's
gonna
it
be
called?
behind them all the
Catering,
time.
not catering. What are they called? When they go to like
Craft table?
craft
service.
tables. There you
Craft
go. Craft
service.
service.
That's right.
No,
Yeah.
it's even more than that. It's like a logo.
No, I
that we're
know,
gonna
but
see.
he'll be like part of craft service. Any of the coffee that'll be there will be High Horse
It'd be
coffee.
High Horse. Well, we'll be on site too. So we'll
Yeah.
have we'll have like a merch table. 3 weeks we'll be there,
Yeah.
serving up free coffee, selling.
That's awesome.
We developed a special Edmonton concert T-shirt just
Ooh.
for the show.
Is it black?
It is black.
There, it's
it is
fine in
black.
the right spot.
It's big skull and
Dude,
whatnot.
Perfect.
I love the fucking the marketing. This coffee can taste like shit, and I'm fucking hooked,
He's
man.
sold on just that marketing.
But seriously, I love it. I recently had a trip to Winnipeg, and I won this amazing High Horse Coffee T-shirt
right, yeah.
on the Instagrams.
Yeah, right on.
I wore it
That is a
down
dope
there,
shirt, though.
and I got
thank you.
compliments left,
Oh,
right,
no.
and center about it.
Oh no way.
Fucking people love it. They're
that's
eating it
great to
up.
hear.
You guys are. I'm telling you. We're gonna be down the road a year from now and be like, hey, remember when we had Joe on? Yeah, he's now the prime minister.
That's right.
Of
That's
coffee. I don't even know how that works, but he's doing it.
It's coming. I'm gonna make a special little spot for that.
There you go.
So you're roasting. So you're currently roasting out of a warehouse. So
Mm-hmm.
you want storefront? Is that something you want to do? Are we gonna have a High Horse Cafe in the future?
Oh, yeah, for
Is
sure.
that something that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's coming soon enough.
It is?
Yeah, we gotta get some legs under us first, but yeah.
So the coffee scene. You're out there. You're knocking on doors.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of coffee.
It's tons of places.
What's the coffee scene look like? How is the community? Are they open arms to High Horse? Are they kind of like, yeah, we'll see if you last.
Oh,
We'll
yeah?
see if we have to turn them into glue down the road. Like, what's the coffee scene in
That
Edmonton?
is the end game.
Right? You don't want glue
Just
coffee.
selling glue.
Yeah.
High Horse glue.
What was that? What was that? Simpsons? Where the horse is like, you could eat our meat, but you only use our feet.
Oh, Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa.
So what's the coffee scene in Edmonton look like?
Well, it's good. The cafes are really nice. Like,
Yeah?
It's, everybody's very friendly. Everybody's supportive. Everybody's
That's really
awesome.
cool.
excited.
It's good to
you
hear.
know?
If you could collaborate, like we did an interview a couple months ago with Town Square,
Yeah.
and they collaborated with a clothing company and Rogue Wave.
Right.
And they did a cold brew dunkel.
Yeah.
If you could collaborate with someone in the city tomorrow, who is High Horse collaborating with? What's a dream collaborator?
Oh, Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Are you a beer drinker? Are you someone who enjoys the bevy every now and then? Like, is there like?
I don't drink a ton of beer.
No?
To be honest, summers I love beer, but I've been drinking bourbon straight.
Could
Could
you do
maybe
a
we could
bourbon?
join with the bourbon.
Could you put a little coffee flavor in a bourbon?
That sounds beautiful, to be honest with you.
Right, that
just a
sounds
nice
cool.
little-
I feel like there's
nice
distilleries
bourbon.
around. Like maybe
Sure,
you
that
maybe you
sounds
hit
nice.
up Hanson and be like, hey, we're
Yeah,
doing cool
legit.
shit.
That's very true. That's very true.
And your guys' logos would jive really nice.
Oh, Hanson and
true.
High Horse, High Horse and Hanson.
Sounds nice just that
I
way.
got
That's like
Stiffy
Einhorn
just-
and Finkel.
Look at
Finkel
Stevie
and
just
Einhorn.
thinking about
I know
it.
they're not here, but I think we've come up with like we should just do it ourselves.
we don't even need. I'll just go
we-
get some Hanson right now.
Yeah, we'll just go buy some Hanson,
Fuck
pour it
those
into our
guys.
coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah, we came up with it all.
Fuck, man. No, I dig it.
No, that's good. I never thought of that. I drink it.
So you have a handsome Albertan. So you're talking about Alberta.
Right.
Is High Horse currently only available in Edmonton, or are you driving to outskirts? Are you driving to Airdrie? Or you're driving to Morinville to deliver your coffee? Like, what's the plan?
Well, no, yeah, we're mainly now it's pretty Edmonton focused.
Yeah.
because we're here.
You want to take
And we love
over
it
the
here.
Edmonton
Yeah.
the 780? Why wouldn't you?
That's right, but we're very totally Alberta. Like,
Yeah.
we love Alberta. We don't have much plans to move outside of Alberta.
No.
It's just this is our place. So we're gonna slowly start to span
Yeah.
Alberta as we go.
So as you're a summertime guy, as you're saying, are you hitting farmers markets? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna bring the coffee out there?
Yeah,
Possibly.
possibly.
Are you just gonna let this thing get its legs and just see where it takes you?
That's right. Well, we're
Just
not
let it
really
run.
farmers market people.
No.
So, but it would be fun. It's nice to get out
What
there.
about
and-
the 124?
Then
I like
then you gotta be a-
124. That's a fun one.
Then you gotta be
Yeah.
a vendor.
That's right.
But
We
you
are-
get out there and you meet people,
we're
I guess.
basically pretty lazy too. So I mean, it's,
You're not lazy.
that's
Don't
us
knock
sitting
yourself.
around.
Don't even say that, Joe. So what was the idea behind order to door coffee? That's a thing.
I hate the idea of like you go online, you buy the coffee.
Yeah.
I don't want someone spending more money.
Yeah.
For me to get it to you, and especially when it's coffee, like you're gonna spend a little bit, like half the price of the coffee to get it to your door. I hate that idea. So we started looking into how we can make it a little more accessible for everybody, just
Yeah.
to knock those barriers down.
Yeah.
And that was a fun way. I mean, that's great.
It's
I mean,
cool.
I can't
It
think of
ca-
anything easier.
It caught my attention.
Yeah.
Has
Good.
it been? And it gives you a way to meet your the people drinking your brew.
Oh, it's fantastic. All those people, like they're so good with Instagram. Like
Yeah.
Instagram's such a great community, and
Yeah.
everybody we've met on there and followed on there has been so supportive and so cool. And so those guys, a lot of them will get that coffee on Wednesday, and
Yeah.
then they're shooting stories out immediately.
See,
and then they're very supportive, and they'll message us and just be like,
That's
we
awesome.
really enjoy it. So that really makes a difference. We get stuck kind of in that because it's such a beautiful,
Yeah.
like it's such a nice relationship. It's so much fun in there.
No, that's cool, and you get
Mm-hmm.
to that's really cool, and I like that. When I saw that, I was like, that's fucking smart.
Oh,
'Cause I don't know
thanks.
how many times I've wanted to order something from like a local, even if it's
Sure.
from Calgary or something.
Yeah.
And you're getting raved on charges.
I
like,
know.
on
I
shipping.
Yeah,
know.
our shipping
I
is
know.
ridiculous.
Especially in
It
Canada.
is. It is. It's huge. So it's cheaper for me to ship to the States sometimes.
Yeah,
than
no,
it
which is
it
nuts.
is. It makes
Yeah.
no sense.
which is crazy. So yeah, that was our main goal, was just to get rid of that.
Yeah.
As quick as we could, and then we'll try to keep pushing that further out.
I want to take a break from talking about your amazing Edmonton-based company
Sure.
to talk about another amazing Edmonton-based It wouldn't be an ad read if I didn't fuck it up. Concept Beard Co. Concept Beard Co. You go to conceptbeard.com. You use the promo code AWESOME at checkout to save how much, Ivan?
10%.
Holy fucking shit, that's 10%. You can take that 10%, you can buy more beard oil, or you could go over to High Horse and buy some coffee, and now your beard's looking fresh. You got yourself some nice, handsome Albertan roast brewing up. Your beard's looking great. Concept Beard Co., put it in your beard.
Dip your beard in the coffee.
You could.
There you go.
You could do a collab with
That's
Concept
right there.
Beard
There's
Co.,
a better collab right there.
where your beard smells,
A coffee
coffee
beard.
or like
I love
a
it.
fucking beard scrub. Because from your coffee grounds, because
Right.
fucking
That's right.
coffee is an amazing exfoliant. I don't know if you guys exfoliate.
Put that on the
Joe
facts.
looks like he does.
I do exfoliate.
Handsome
Exfoliating
Albertan
right
is
now.
named after
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
Don't even. But you take a little grounds from your Handsome Albertan, you just scrub them in there with a
in the
little
beard.
concept.
Yeah, let's get it.
ooh,
Let's get it going.
Mike, we're gonna have
got
to
something
exchange
for ya.
cards here. We're gonna
That's
have to, collabs left, right, and center. Yeah, this has been fun. Is there anything you want to talk about? Is there anything you want to touch on as an entrepreneur in Edmonton?
Yeah.
And the scene and everything. Like I always ask when we have musicians, artists. I asked a little bit about it, but what's the scene in Edmonton like for you? besides amazing and smooth.
Besides,
I actually feel like we've already touched on this, so I'm gonna move away from it. So
it's still good.
it's good.
It's
great.
good. I
yeah.
like the scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Edmonton. I spent a lot of time here.
Are you from Edmonton? That was a question I never asked.
I am. Well, I grew up just outside of Edmonton,
Oh, where?
just outside of Stony Plain.
Okay, we'll let you slide.
Is
We'll
that
let it
right?
slide.
Yeah.
You would have been like, I grew
really
up in
snuck in
St.
here.
Albert. Like, what the fuck? Get this guy out of here.
Yeah, I didn't say that originally.
Yeah,
I
because you're
snuck in.
smart. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
right.
I like
True
it.
Edmontonian.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. No, man, it's been a blast. Well, why don't you pimp the coffee company? Why don't you where
Sure.
we can find you if we want to get a hold of you? All the fun stuff.
Social media,
Sure.
.com, all that
Yeah.
good stuff.
Sure. Well, Instagram's the best.
Yeah.
We have a Facebook page, but it's horribly neglected.
Facebook sucks.
I don't even know how it works.
Just link it
They are.
to
Yeah.
Instagram, and then you just leave it alone.
Is
Yeah,
that how it
it.
goes? That's
Just
what's
leave it,
happening
let-
over there.
Let it go.
I was thinking
Yeah.
we should get somebody to look after that, but I wouldn't even know where to start with that. So
Yeah, Ivan does all that. He's our
Yeah,
Tony
it's-
Stark.
is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I come
Yeah.
up with the shitty questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah. Facebook is where you go to find out if a band's coming to town or
right,
your
it's good
uncle's
for that.
racist. One or the other. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you need some fake news on a coming election, you can go to Facebook.
That's
Yeah.
where you go. So
Yeah.
Instagram's the best.
Instagram's where it's at.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And our website, and you can email us. And
Website's
talk to us.
beautiful.
Oh,
and
thank
you know,
you.
if you get the chance and you wanna look into go and read all the synopses, all the album artwork on the coffees because they're fucking fun.
Oh,
Like when
thank
I was
you.
doing the notes, I should have read a couple, but I didn't on the air.
Right.
They're fun. They're well worded. Did you come up with that, or was that a
I did.
collaboration with you?
No,
and-
I did write those.
dude, they're fun.
Oh, thank you.
And like even your statement about what High Horse is, it's a fucking blast. You know, it's genuine.
Yeah.
It's organic. You love what you're doing.
It's true.
You love the product you're putting out. You're not just flipping beans for a buck like
That's very
some
true.
people do or can do. I guess you could
Hucksters.
do that. And you're not hucking a product that you don't like.
No, we love it. So, and yeah, no, you're right. It shows. And I
Yeah.
like that you touched, because the whole goal for all of our design and all our look was, I was like, I want this. Each one has to be an album cover
No, seriously.
from a band.
And that's exactly what I picked up on. And then you have the synopsis, so it's like I'm going on a journey with every cup of this coffee. Like it's a blast. Like, hey, you were out drinking last night, or oh, you got to buy concert tickets. They're well written. It's a lot of fun. I love what you guys are doing.
Oh,
Joe,
thank you.
Carl, the High Horse team. It's fucking dope. I can't wait to see what's coming out of the stables.
Stables,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah,
so
no,
many.
yeah,
I'm
you're very good at
horses.
this.
Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to go to the
Stables.
races with High Horse. Joe, did you want to pimp your own social media or anything, or just the company, or
No, that's good. I don't even have any social media.
No?
I'm just all a company man.
and there's there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's really nothing
Nope.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
High Horse Coffee. Check out the name of the show is what's happening. What's
Oh, the
filming?
moment.
The Moment.
Yeah, the moment will be on the moment.
When's that happening?
It starts May 11th.
So like
filming?
right away.
Right away. Yeah,
Filming
we'll
start
starts
shit.
11th, so
Union
maybe
Hall.
the fall we'll be able to catch it on something.
Yep, it's coming out in the fall on. Ooh, I can't remember the station.
Okay, but
But
watch.
it's,
We'll watch for the watch.
So are they
Yeah.
doing like
the moment.
is it going to be like a concert too? And like people are going to be there
Yep.
and they're, oh
Yeah,
really?
yeah, no, you can buy tickets, come down to the concert,
Oh, shit,
Union
okay.
Hall, which is great. Fill it up, and I think every night's different genres. It's on their Facebook.
I have to check it out. I'll Google that shit.
They're brand new, so a lot of their social media isn't up yet, but you can find them on Facebook.
Cool.
With the moment. So yeah, and then it has the rosters of all the bands.
Cool.
There's some good stuff on
Cool.
there. And we went through. I was lucky enough to get to see all these bands while they were trying out to
Yeah.
try to get. So I've seen all of them. It's a lot of fun. It's
You
a
can
lot
just
of good
sit there,
time.
just all like judgy, drinking your dark Canuck.
That's what I did do.
With
Yeah.
the pinky.
I don't think so.
That's
I don't
right.
think so.
Monocle.
You're talking to the producer. You're like, I don't know about these guys, and he's like, Who the fuck
Yeah,
are you?
who's this guy? Get out of here.
You fade into the bush like Homer Simpson. Well,
No,
Joe,
it should be good.
I can't say thank you enough. It was a blast.
Oh, guys, thanks so much for
if you
having
wanna,
me.
If you want to come on
Oh, yeah.
again in the future, give us an update and
Sure.
just
I'll
fucking
be here next week.
just hang out.
I'll just sit on the couch.
Monday. I wouldn't sit on that couch.
Oh.
You've never seen Casting Couch?
No.
No. Google
okay.
Casting
That
Couch.
scared me half
make
to
your,
death.
Yeah, make yourself a nice cup of the Edmonton and Google Casting Couch. Well, that's been another episode of the Awesome Hour, episode 167. If you like what you heard today, go to iTunes, give us a like, a review, a thing, a thought. I don't know. Make sure you go to highhorsecoffee.com.
.ca.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking love it, son.
And it's
love
just
it.
highhorse.ca.
Go to highhorse.ca and read about these coffees because they're fun. And it's like if you're taking a dump, read them.
There
you
you
got
go.
the time.
You got the time. You can
don't
do
need-
this.
Yeah, you got
Where
it.
do you got to be? You don't have to be anywhere.
Nowhere.
Free
Exactly.
delivery on Wednesday.
Free? Are you delivering, or do you
No.
got a delivery guy?
No, I don't deliver, but
You should.
they're more fun than me. They're
Go meet
much
the
better
people.
than me.
You
Out
gotta-
there with the people.
Gotta go meet the people.
You just
Anyways,
sit in the car.
Yeah, that's right.
Give it
just
away.
throw
it out the window.
Old school
Paperboy style.
Bounces off their window.
Cobra Kai style. Hey, Ivan, it's been a blast. Joe, it's been a blast.
Hi, guys.
I'm Alec.
Chappelle, Ivan.
Joe.
Stay awesome.
That was another episode of The Awesome Hour. You can get all our info at theawesomehour.com. Don't forget to rate and review us, follow our social media, and leave a comment below. Stay awesome.